Everybody, Ryan here for Magical, and today we're going to get into how to schedule group meetings using our new time polls feature. So, group scheduling is always a pain when you have a bunch of different participants and you need to find a time that works for everyone. With time polls, you can now let each participant vote on their preferred time slots, which makes finding the ideal meeting time much simpler than it was before. So, the scenario we're using today is scheduling a board meeting, but this can apply to any group session that you have. So, to get started, we'll go up here in Magical to the top left, create share times, click create, and we will select right here, time poll link. So our calendar pops up here. First thing we want to do is check the meeting length, the duration. So obviously for a board meeting, if you can run a 25-minute board meeting, props to you. These are most likely going to be a little bit longer. So let's set our meeting length at 90 minutes. We can go in here and now we can set our meeting times that we want our participants to vote on. So let's just pick 3 times here. We can obviously go forward and schedule these a little bit ahead in the future as far as you like to scroll. We also have a great functionality here where we can click and we can overlay other calendars, right? So if I need to add in my company calendar, other teammates' calendars who may need to participate in this session, I can conveniently overlay those on top as well to just see their availability and check. Even though we will be sending out a time poll to vote, it's just another way to kind of make your meetings and scheduling a little bit easier, more efficient. So we have our 3 times we want our participants to vote on. Let's go in here. We're going to change the title. Obviously, this will be, let's call it board meeting for Q2. Next up, we have our Zoom link. So Magical works great with Zoom. We also work with Google Meet. You can make this in person or customize it as well. Let's keep it as a Zoom session for now. Now we're going to get into our notes, which is a really great feature. We have both shared notes and private notes. Pretty self-explanatory. Shared notes are going to be available for your entire group. So anyone who's a participant and receives an invite will be able to see the shared notes. Your private notes are only going to be visible to you. We can actually populate the shared notes with our meeting agenda if we want using AI Agenda, which is part of our AI Meeting Builder suite of tools. Again, for board meetings, you can get really specific here to get better results. We'll just call this board meeting Q2, we'll just say strategic hiring. We input that, we just hit return, and now the Magical AI will take over and create the agenda for this session, populate it in our shared note. The great thing about this is we can actually go in and edit this as well. It's not set, so if we need to go in, we want to add additional bullet points, we add additional copy. Anything you want to put in the agenda, you can, but Magical is taking the lead with our AI agenda. You'll also notice at the top right hand here, this is a view-only shared note. You can switch this to edit if you like. Just be aware that anyone who receives this will now be able to go in and edit this and make their own inputs. We're going to leave that decision to you. Some people are cool with getting this and they may just add a bullet point. Other people see that as a green light to get their Charles Dickens on and write their great masterpiece inside of the note. We keep ours as view only by default. We'll let you make that call for your own organization. So we have our notes here. Our private note, we can just add something here to myself. So let's just say Tommy, our CEO. Tommy will probably want competitor growth data, right? So now I have a private note to myself just in advance of the session for some things to keep in mind during the meeting. So we have our note, our Zoom link, everything is set. And now we can publish the poll, simply clicking here or command return. And we are good to go with our scheduling. So now we have our poll here. It's ready to disseminate to our participants, so we can send this out via email. We can also copy the link if you have a Slack group and send it via Slack. For the purposes here, I'm just going to hop into a different browser so I can vote on the poll and show you what it looks like from the recipient side, in addition to right now as the organizer. So we'll hop over to Chrome. We'll see here, I can input the link. So when your recipients get the link via email or copy and paste it, this is what they're going to see. So they're going to be able to see the times as well as their own calendar and can browse forwards and backwards for the different sessions. And by highlighting them, they'll be able to see it on the calendar as well. Voting process is super easy. All they have to do is click here, choose their sessions. We'll just pick these 2 for the purposes. Notice that their top choice here is going to be highlighted with a gold star, and now they can just hit command return or click here to vote, their name, email, and submit the votes. Boom, you get hit with the confetti, and you now can see the meeting note right now, so they can see the agenda. If we look into our email, As an organizer, you'll see right here that I have an email notification that my poll is now live, as well as an email notification that someone has voted on my poll and selected the best time to meet and their second best time. So it's great. You can get real-time notifications on when people are voting for the session. So let's hop back over here into ARC as the meeting organizer and now view the results of the poll live. And now I can see that I have a vote here at the top session and another vote here. And now I can schedule the session directly inside of Magical based on the inputs, right? So the more votes you have, the more people that contribute, you'll be able to see those numbers there. Let's just schedule the session based on this choice here. Again, we can hit Command Return or just click. And now the meeting will be scheduled. Again, we have the confetti. We're ready to go. So here we have it. Group scheduling with time polls. Super easy to find the best time to meet with complex meetings. Great way to add meeting notes into the session as well. Take a look. Schedule smarter, meet better, work faster, all that good stuff. Check us out at magical.so. Thank you.